I think we're wired to expect more adversity in our lives than we have today. We've created a very comfortable environment that allows people to get away with not doing much. We've created an environment, a civilization that rewards mediocrity. And when I say rewards mediocrity, it allows mediocre activity, mediocre behavior to persist in one's life so that you can get fat and out of shape and sick and decrepit and all of these things that happen to the human body as a result of not doing hard things. The hard things are paying attention to what you eat, working out in a fashion that causes the body to want to build muscle and create a greater aerobic capacity, for instance. So I feel like, again, because most of what I've done in my career is figure out ways in which we can turn on these hidden genetic switches that we have that build us stronger. Doing hard things is part of that. With that in mind, I try to do something hard every day so that I can deserve the mediocrity at the end of the day, right? So whether that's a hard workout, whether that's fasting, whether that's a cold plunge or a sauna, whether that is spending 2 hours grinding out a piece that's due for a magazine in 2 days, doing the hard things is what makes the rest of the day and its mediocrity worthwhile, and in some respects gives the brain an opportunity to relax and feel as if something was accomplished that allowed you to live another day and pass the genes along to the next generation, right? So that's the tie-in back to sort of an ancestral model.
Right.
Does that make sense?
It does. Something occurs to me, it almost seems like the hard things will come. It might just be really horrible. If you put them off, then, you lose a foot from diabetes,
Right.
The hard things are always going to come and get you.
Well, that's a good point, because if you don't do the hard things, then when they do come, they really smack you in the face. And even if it's not what you described along a path of not doing the hard things and then suffering the physical consequences or the health consequences, it might be something like, not doing the hard things and then not being able to withstand a week without food because you're lost in the mountains.
Yeah.
Or, so everything we do could be seen as training for life. And that's kind of how I look at my workout strategy. That's why I'm not focused on just running or just lifting weights. That's why I do, 2 days of weights in the gym to build strength. I do a day of a hard ride on the bike to build aerobic capacity. I do a leg day once every 10 days because, I want the lower body strength.
Yeah.
I do stand-up paddling one day because I want to apply what I did in the gym to a life sort of activity. And all of those combined together give me a generalized kind of fitness, a hybridized kind of fitness that allows me then to play a new game and not fear getting injured, or to take up a new activity, or to go on a long, arduous hike over several days, even though I haven't trained that way. So I think I'm really quite interested in exploring further this concept of simply, like, if I don't have a race to train for and I don't have an event to train for, I'm definitely training for life.